Petroleum National Berhad Petronas posted a 22% jump in its net profit to 55.3 billion ringgit for financial year ended December 31st, 2018 on the back of higher revenue and supported by a net write-back of impairment on assets. Meanwhile, its revenue increased by 12% to 251 billion ringgit, mainly due to higher average realised prices for all key products. With that, the National Oil and Gas Company also announced a 30 billion ringgit special dividend to government's coffers, bringing its total dividend payout for 2018 at 54 billion ringgit.
Dividend, yes, 54 billion dividend in total, 30 billion in terms of special dividend and 24 billion in our normal dividend. In terms of confidence, yes, we are confident because before we make our commitment, before we declare these numbers, of course we do that only when we are confident of being in a position to pay out this dividend. We are paying out in tranches throughout this year, and actually we have started paying since January. To our full year performance.
Previously, rating agency Moody's Investors Service had raised concerns on the financial strength of Petronas if the government continues to rely on the national oil company's hefty dividends to fulfill its expenditure. While the rating agency did not downgrade Petronas, the firm changed its outlook from stable to negative just days after the government announced in Budget 2019 that Petronas would pay a special one-off dividend of 30 billion ringgit to settle the outstanding tax refunds. Meanwhile, Petronas is allocating over 50 billion ringgit in capital expenditure for this financial year, eyeing renewable energy such as solar and wind, plus specialty chemicals. Tan Sri Wan Zulkifli said it is part of its stepping out strategy to explore this space.
This year we are anticipating slightly above 50 billion ringgit. And like I said, because we are an integrated company, last few years a lot of the capex was taken up by PIC. Going forward, we have opportunities to allocate on other parts of the business, and essentially upstream will have their fair share of this capex going forward. We are also venturing into the new energy space, so that will also take up some of our capex.
The Malaysian government successfully priced its 200 billion yen or 7.3 billion ringgit 10-year Japan Bank for International Cooperation JBIC guaranteed samurai bond at the full cost of 0.63% per annum to the Malaysian government. In a statement, the Finance Ministry said this marked the government's return to the Japanese yen bond market after a 30-year absence. This will be the largest JBIC guaranteed sovereign bond issuance in the market. The guarantee is part of the efforts by both Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad and Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe to foster closer economic and cultural ties between Malaysia and Japan. During the engagement period, investors expressed strong interest towards the issuance, which was extremely well received across the investor spectrum and picked up by quality Japanese investors. Proceeds from the offering would be used by the government for general purposes, financing development expenditure, which among others include building schools, hospitals, public roads and utilities. Local furniture manufacturers are urged to strive on producing high value-added products through better designs, functionality and green inventions to ensure continued success of the industry. Primary Industries Minister Teresa Kok said this could be supported by the adoption of smart manufacturing to enhance quality, cut production time and replace low-skilled jobs.
Besides, the government encouraged furniture companies to use state-of-the-art technology and automation to improve productivity and competitiveness. In terms of market opportunity, there is much to be gained from the MIFF International Trade Show as the most cost-effective way to attract new customers and broaden business networking.
She was speaking at the opening ceremony of the Malaysian International Furniture Fair MIFF 2019 earlier today. In 2018, exports of furniture products has recorded a total of 9.83 billion ringgit, while wooden furniture contributed 7.79 billion ringgit. That wraps up Bizworld this time around. I'm Nadia Azmi. Thank you for investing your time with us.